couldn't do diddly poo offensively.
You play to win the game.
But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Debate Network.
Yo, what is? I just want to know what you're laughing at. I was gonna bring the show in, but I need to know what the fuck's got you popping right now, man.
I always forget that I put that Alex Wright clip from the old N64 game in the intro. So I just died laughing seeing it again. I always forget that it's there.
You're killing me, bro. I was like, I need to know. I need to be in on the joke, man. I need to know what's so fucking funny right now.
Then I was trying to fight the laugh, so I was trying to hold it in, and then it just didn't work. And I just started laughing.
Shit, that's too funny. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest episode of Game Breaker Sports Podcast right here on Circle of Debate. As always, your boy TK in the house. And as you know, I am not alone. Get the face that runs the place around here. Streetz, what is good, my brother?
Good. Feeling good. Monday. I feel pretty good for a Monday. All in all, typical Monday. Raw tonight. Can't wait for that. Coming off a buzzing weekend. Chamber. A very boring weekend of sports. I'm not a big combine guy, but I'm doing good.
Good to hear. And yes, buzzing weekend for sure. The wrestling world is just on fire right now. We have so much to talk about for sure. But you guys can see that it's not just Streetz and I today. He is back, baby. He is back. Welcome back. Dylan, glad to have you home, brother. How you feeling, dude?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. It's Mardi Gras time over here. So went check out some stuff earlier and some stuff yesterday and whatnot. But yeah, really, Mardi Gras, I mean, being in Louisiana all my life, Mardi Gras is not my thing, man. I'm not too fond of the stupid people around and everything. So I try to stay to myself. But yeah, I mean, it would be criminal not to live here and go check out some stuff. So I checked out the stuff that's good for me, and I'm pretty much done with it. So
nice, I always wondered that. I wondered if it was like Irish people in St. Patty's Day when it's just mostly Americans getting drunk on it. Like, I always wondered if that was a thing down there too. Like, do we celebrate Mardi Gras here more? Yeah,
I mean, other than Mardi Gras, I mean, honestly, it's right by Ash Wednesday. So you got the people getting stupid drunk on a Tuesday whenever Mardi Gras, the actual Mardi Gras day is on Tuesday, but they celebrate it all weekend. They do it weekends before if they have to move a parade and whatnot. But then they got Ash Wednesday the next day, and people are in church the next day getting their ashes when they're being stupid, pissed drunk the next day or the day before. So, yeah, I mean, it's all a fun time. It's all a good fun. You know, you have to know the culture before you check it out because you're going to come here, see it, and be like, what the fuck is this type of stuff that they're doing over here? I mean, it's all in good fun. You know, people don't do nothing to hurt anyone's feelings or to hurt anyone physically or anything like that. It's all in good fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw a pretty couple of wacky videos out there, and it's too much for even me to discuss. And I was like, man, is this what goes down out there?
Yeah, but if you see it in New Orleans versus if you see it in like the small towns over here where I live at, it's two completely different things. New Orleans does it different than we do it over here. So
really,
if you're a tourist, come check it out in Louisiana. I wouldn't recommend doing New Orleans. New Orleans is mainly big for like the big parades, like the big floats and everything. In the small towns, you're carrying like a trailer that you can carry like a lawnmower on, and you got people in the back of that throwing like the smaller stuff. But it's a lot better time in the smaller towns. So if you're a tourist, come check out Louisiana. I would recommend doing like the smaller towns versus like a New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette type things.
I'm getting there. I've been to New Orleans twice. And the first time we stayed at pretty much right at the tip of the French Quarter, Bourbon Street almost. And we probably didn't leave Bourbon Street the first time. We will not talk about anything else on that trip. But the second time I went, I went with my wife, and she never been. She wanted to see Bourbon Street, so I told her I'm doing it for like 5 minutes. So we went there for 5 minutes, and then we started making our way outward of that area, and I had a blast. I had way more fun as I started moving. The farther away from the French Quarter I got, the better it was getting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because it always makes me laugh whenever like the Saints are getting ready to play somebody, and then the opposing team's fans are saying, "Oh, we're taking over Bourbon Street," and then we're like, I mean, even the locals don't like Bourbon Street. Take it over all y'all want. I mean, we don't like it, so I mean, yeah. If y'all do, go ahead.
Oh, that's great. That's great. What's up, Jordan? Hope you are having a good day, kiddo. Thank you for tuning in. I like this name here, Lamario Hockey. I dig that right there. Hopefully, John Cena shows up at Raw tonight with The Rock. That would be tight for sure. JT, thank you for tuning in, bro. Hope you're having a good day. The man, the myth, the legend that is Justin. Like I said last night, I was like, I think I watch Justin live for like 12 to 14 hours a week every week. Dude. Just watch Justin right here on this channel. They'll be live.
By the way, I got a new video for Justin.
Oh.
It's not new. It's not new. But this video, this guy, every show, his analysis, everything. This is Justin.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff.
Yes. That's perfect. It's true. He does. He pisses excellence. He's so good. Even last night, he's Sundays is off day, but yeah, he's a host of Outrage Control now. So Sunday. So this dude literally is Mr. No Days Off. He is on 24/7, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love it. JT, where do you live, bro? Are you out in Louisiana, or is just your local bar in the state you live in having a party? It's cool either way. I still can't believe Triple H finally pulled the trigger after making us wait 20 years. But yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that for sure. It's definitely wild that actually happened. That whole sequence was fucking real cool. Chris loves Roxanne Perez. Yes, he does. What's up, Chris? Hope you're having a good night. She looked great in the Elimination Chamber match. She really had a nice showing for sure. Justin. All right, cool, out in Atlanta. Nice, dude. Yeah, have a good time if you're hitting that up for sure.
Nice.
But boys, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of wrestling to dive into. But before we do, Streetz is he is the sports IQ, right? That's what I think they call him right here on this network. He is the analysis of sports, and Streetz has got a couple of things to break down in sports before we hit over to all things Elimination Chamber and wrestling. So do your thing, bro.
So this is a very boring sports period. Does anybody really care about spring training baseball? No, nobody gives a crap.
Yeah.
The NFL Combine is it's become like this big event because everybody could go to it, right? Everyone. So you could just you could put in, submit, you could go, you can go have fun. So it's become this like big thing. But I just want to say something real quick about the NFL Combine. Don't live and die on the NFL Combine. You're going to fall in love with too many players who run fast and jump high, and they're going to absolutely stink when they get to the NFL. And there's going to be players who you think is slow, can't bench press, who are absolutely phenomenal when they get to the NFL. So stop hyping the NFL Combine, please, for the love of everything. And then there was no Deebo Samuel to the Commanders. That's the only big news we had, really.
What did he get traded for?
Fifth round pick.
Wow. Damn. That was just a cap cut at the end of the day. Yeah. So anything you can get back from it,
It's a good deal for both teams because it's low risk, low reward, basically. A fifth round pick, nothing. At least they get something back for them instead of eating money, all that much. So, yeah, win-win. But a whole 30-year-old supporting cast now around Jaden Daniels, though.
They got a lot of money to spend. So do you think they're going to bring in a wide receiver, or they're just going to go like we talked about last week, just defense?
I think they might just go defense. We'll see if that pans out, but yeah.
I love Scary
That's
Terry.
all I got.
Man. I think Scary Terry and Deebo is a very formidable 1-2 punch right there. And they got De'Ami Brown, though, who really shined towards the end of the season.
He's a
De'Ami Brown?
He's a free agent.
They might be able to bring him back cheap, though. I mean, come on. He was a fifth-round pick, I think. Where is he?
Yeah, but no, he was a third.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's why I thought so highly of him. He's one of those guys in the fantasy football drafts in our dynasty leagues where he's always floating around those late rounds, and he hasn't really mounted too much. But he looked good in limited doses last year. So yeah, I guess we'll see if we bring him back. Look at this guy. What's up, gentlemen? And Tim. Hey, Bakley.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hit
Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go, man. Elimination Chamber was this weekend. Unless you're living under a fucking rock, you guys know one of the biggest heel turns of all time went down this weekend. John Cena turned his back on the fans, sold his soul to The Rock. Man, that ending sequence of that show with Cena holding the belt. I think I just sent that Topps card to you, Streetz. Cena holding the belt next to The Rock with Travis Scott leaning back on the ropes, dude, was just like, that was a hard shot right there, man. Like, that was a hard shot right there. And I don't know if you guys want to like just break it down segment by segment or just talk free flow, talk about what you guys want to talk about, but we got to talk John Cena in this heel turn first. So, Streetz, I'll swing it over to you. Rip your opinion, give it, and we'll talk about it. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Mr. Rowe? Hope you're having a good day, my brother.
So that picture reminded me of the Dennis Rodman NWO pick a little bit. It went hard. It was nice. Yeah, 20 years
Right on cue.
in the making. I think I came on here a week ago and I said there's no chance in hell I would believe that happening, which makes my jaw drop seeing it happen. It's why I watch wrestling. It's one of those, like, not few. It happens. I mean, you get them here throughout the year, a couple of them throughout the year. But it's one of those moments in 20 years you will look back on. You will remember it. The Cena turn in his farewell tour, the heel run with everything, and it's fantastic, perfect. Now it's WrestleMania season, is what we can officially say with that kind of move right there. We were waiting for it. We got it. Had to be a little patient. But now it's Mania season. But yeah, so I loved it. I'm hoping – I know you're going to say – you kind of dig it. I'm just hoping that we get this for the long haul, right? I hope that we get a little bit more post-Mania out of the heel run, at least into the summer. To SummerSlam, I would like to see a heel Cena story because all the possibilities we have that he could do now as a heel Cena versus all these just people. Whew, it's like I don't want to get too far ahead of myself in fantasy booking, but I just hope it happens.
I'll just say, heel Cena, world champion, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2025. If they don't make that happen, then I don't know what the fuck they're actually doing, right? Dylan, what'd you think of this, man? What was your, like, in the moment take, dude?
So it was just me and my brother watching it, and my wife was doing something off to the side in her recliner. She didn't give a damn. You know, she's not a wrestling fiend like I am, and my brother is, but I thought that Cody Rhodes dropping an uncensored F-bomb was going to be the craziest moment of the night. And here I am, was absolutely stunned by what I saw. I mean, it's been 20 plus years and we have not seen a heel John Cena ever. I mean, we've wanted it for so long, but we never thought it would come in his farewell tour of being a professional wrestler. Let me mute myself for a second. Someone's cutting my grass and the dogs are barking like hell. So give me a second. Y'all go on for a second and I'll go on.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I have two dogs, so they are going to bark at some point also, so I wouldn't.
My kids are just going crazy.
Okay. All right. I think we're good. But he's still cutting, but fuck it. All right. So after it was over, after the beatdown of Cody, you know, they leave the ring. I'm sitting here wondering, you know, why is Travis Scott there? I think he's ruining the moment, but it gave me, like y'all said, like the Dennis Rodman vibes for NWO and whatnot. So I was pretty much okay with it happening, but it was so crazy at the same time when it actually did happen. And then when the show was over and they cut the camera, but it comes back to, you know, to Cole, McAfee, Barrett, all helping Cody up and whatnot. My wife gets up, she's in the kitchen, she starts cleaning the kitchen. And all of a sudden, she said, hey, because it's over, do you mind coming and help me? Stuff in the kitchen. I said, John Cena just turned heel. What the fuck do you expect from me to do right now? I said, give me a minute to process this. She said, well, I didn't know how big of a deal it was. I said, it's a huge deal. I said, give me a second. I said, I got to process this for a second. But, man, wow. Like, I woke up and it was one of those wrestling moments that felt like a dream. I was obviously not of age too much whenever Hogan turned, but I do remember it now. And even when like Rollins turned on the Shield, that was one of the biggest moments we thought to ever happen. But then when Cena turns, that's a whole big thing. Even though I still think Hogan is the bigger turn, but Cena is obviously second of all time. I mean, it just felt, it was one of those moments that felt like a dream. I mean, that you just woke up from, you didn't think, oh, like this didn't happen. And then you get on social media like, okay, yeah, it did happen. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, I have watched this moment multiple times, and it's still crazy to even see it happen, from him dapping him up to the hug to the Rock, doing the slash of the throat. Then he kicks him. I'm like, wow. I mean, the crowd made it so much better. The crowd really was disappointing me throughout the night. Jade's, got a great pop. I love that for one. But the pop that they gave whenever the Rock slashed the throat, I thought, man, that was just a cherry on top. And seeing Hill Cena is going to be interesting. I wish they would have done it sooner. I mean, in his actual full-time run, but to see him save it for the last run of his career, I think it's cool. I mean, I think it could be good. I mean, obviously now I think he beats Cody. Whenever he won the Chamber, I'm like, yeah, I mean, there ain't no way he's beating Cody. Because for one, I didn't even predict him to win it for one, the Chamber. But because I predicted Drew gets out first, I'm like, well, there goes that. So I said Cena has to win now. So Cena wins, and he turns heel. I'm like, okay, he's got to beat Cody. But yeah, I would love to get that SummerSlam feel back from 2011 when Money in the Bank, CM Punk, John Cena, CM Punk leaves the company as the champion. So let it happen again. Let this rematch happen again. They obviously wanted to go at it again in the Chamber. They did, and Cena beat him thanks to Seth Rollins. But yeah, I mean, it was all around a great moment. And like I said, I've watched this so many times, and I probably will be watching it so many more times after this.
You're not the only one, dude. They said that this clip has already broken every WWE social media clips record of all time. So you're not alone. Yeah. It's being watched a lot. JT said him and Justin called the heel turn. Sticks move over. Winter WrestleMania season is here. Let's go. Heel Cena versus Punk. Heel Cena versus Roman. Sign me up for all of that plus more. Justin says best thing is the heel turn doesn't have to last this whole final run. I would say give him the WWE title when he does drop it. Have it start. Then have him start going back to being a babyface. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely, because the reason
he'll end it for sure as a baby. Like it'll go back to face, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll eventually turn on the rocker, which is all right. So I'll talk about that in a second. So here's kind of my take on all this. Fucking amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Great, compelling television. And when we use the word cinema that we use over and over again, this is what it is. Literal cinema in front of your face. And I'll also tell you this, all right? Streetz has been the one just beating this dead horse in for weeks now. They have known what they were going to do. The Rock this wasn't spur of the moment, like, hey, Rock, we're going to turn John Cena heel. And we just thought about this 2 weeks ago because The Rock wants to magically come back. No, this has been planned since Cena helped Cody win the title last year. All right. This has all been in the writing. When Rock beat Cody's ass senseless outside with the Mama Road stuff, whose face was behind the whole time? John Cena's. There was a point where Cody was being lifted on Sami Zayn's shoulder. Cena was pointing at the title. He wasn't pointing at Cody. He was pointing at the title. All right. This has been something that has been in the works now. I don't believe at all that it's just been random. All right. So that alone is fantastic. They've been telling this story for a real long time now. The turn itself was amazing. I mean, these two said it. Everything. I can't really add too much to what they said. When Cena hugged him, it's like, I still had no idea what was going to happen. I thought it would be a WrestleMania thing, like they're just going to hug him. The Rock's just going to slowly just sulk out of the ring a little bit and then kind of point to him or whatever. But man, the fucking hug into the look on Cena's face. All right, he's been doing well in Hollywood, huh? Because he sold that heel face just so beautiful. His execution, and then the Rock's face. And like Dylan said, when the crowd saw Cena's face, half of them went crazy. And when the other side of the crowd saw the Rock do his thing, they went crazy. And it was just beautiful. It was, and I think about the kids, and I love it because when I was a kid, when Hulk Hogan turned heel, I've told this story plenty of times. I was in Wisconsin Dells. I was on vacation with my parents, and I put the Nitro on because I didn't see the show. So we put the Nitro on, and I saw that the Hogan's wanted to join the NWO. I was like hitting shit, crying. My dad ended up like, grounding me and all this other shit. Like, he's like, it's fucking fake. I'm like, Hulk Hogan just turned. And I was like so sad. But I could see like all those videos of these kids crying and shit because it's like the exact same feeling. Like your hero just turned on their new hero, their new John Cena. Yeah. So like Cena doing this too and taking out the literal guy who was replacing him as that next cookie cutter babyface. It's all so beautiful. And the last thing I'll say about it is I want them to add an actual third member to this stable. I want Braun Breaker to be added to this. I think that at the end of the day, you could add a young kid to what they're doing right now and give that kid the rub when it's all said and done by just being associated with The Rock and John Cena. I think a Braun Breaker is a perfect person to be in that role.
I dig it. I agree. I also think they're going to need a third, right? Post-Mania, if he is going to remain heel for some stories after that, someone's going to have to kind of be around with him. I don't think Rock will be around post-Mania all year. He'll have to go back and do some stuff. So yeah, I think adding a third is key to a long-term story for this.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why I thought it was Drew. That's because like if you needed someone that could talk on a mic, could be your soldier, could do everything for you, I figured it would be him for sure.
Yeah, Justin, Vince being gone, Cena's wanted. That's what we forgot when we were talking about this, and I was one saying not a chance Cena will turn maybe at Mania, but I still thought it was the Drew thing. I thought that match ends and Drew comes out. No, I didn't. You guys heard me. I said it. Yeah, I said what I said. I didn't think it would be Cena, but we forget that Cena wanted to turn under Vince's fucking regime, and Vince would never let him because of Make-A-Wishes and all this other shit. But yeah, that's it. Yo, what's up, King Matthew? Hope you are having a good one. Oh man, emergency surgery, dude. I hope it's nothing too serious, man. Thank you for choosing to come recover with us, bro. Hope we can entertain you while we're on. Thank you for being here, dude.
Hope you get better.
But yeah, so what I'll do now, we'll just carry right over into the Elimination Chamber itself. And I don't know, you guys could just rip as you go. But to me, the Elimination Chamber was fucking absolutely incredible from start to finish. Every match was good. Every match told a story. Jade coming out and doing exactly what we wanted Jade to do with Naomi to start the show was the hottest start you could possibly have. Then that match itself was absolutely fire. KO and Sami Zayn. Listen. Everyone talks about Dave Meltzer's 5-star ratings. If that motherfucker doesn't give that match 5 stars, then he'll never give a WWE match 5 stars. Like that match was 5 stars. It had everything you wanted, emotions, physicalness. It was just so good. Randy returning afterwards. My God, that was so great. And how good does Randy look? Holy crap. That dude is just stacked, dude. Stacked. The men's chamber, incredible. Everyone was great in that match, just like everyone was great in the women's match. And then the last match, I mean, even the tag team match. What I really liked about the women's tag match with Tiffany and Trish, dude, I was uncertain how Tiffany would do as a babyface because she's just naturally a heel. She's gonna be a great babyface, and I didn't realize how strong she was too. She's out there spine busting Nia, giving her suplexes and shit like that. That was real impressive. So I'll swing it over to you, Dylan. I'll swing it to you first. You can give your general take on the show, and we'll just kind of talk about it. Yeah,
kind of like how I mentioned, the crowd got started off so good with Jade coming back. I mean, the speculation of who attacked her and, basically assuming it's Liv and Raquel and then going straight after Naomi, that was great right there. I mean, that sold it right there for me that the show was going to be fantastic. The crowd was into it. And it was just great. The whole match itself was great. I mean, I wasn't too fond of Bianca winning because I feel like Bianca was going to be in this little story with Jade and Naomi, but now she's going her separate way. I feel like maybe we'll swing back to it after Mania. But yeah, it was a really good match. Liv took a fucking beating. I mean, I've seen the pictures after the match was over. Yeah, Liv took a beating in that match. I mean,
she was the MVP of that match.
Oh
by
yeah,
far away. Not even. She wouldn't have been the MVP of the night if it wasn't for Cena at the end of the show, dude. Because Liv, and it's like just shows like you don't need to win a match to just show out how she did. Because Liv was fantastic yesterday. Saturday.
Exactly.
She was getting
Exactly.
like whipped into the thing, and I'm going, good Lord. She's putting it all on.
And the crazy part is I was so against her winning because I didn't want to see her and Rhea again. But if she would have won, I mean, like you said, she was the MVP of the entire match. So if she would have won, I honestly would have been cool with it. Getting to the tag match, I kind of missed most of it. I was across the street. My mom's doing something, so I missed pretty much the entire match. And I feel like I didn't really miss a whole lot with that one with Tiffany Stratton and Trish. From what I heard, it was all right. KO and Sammy, yes, it does deserve 5 stars, but the only reason why it won't get 5 stars is because 1, it wasn't with Will Ospreay, and 2, it wasn't in the Tokyo Dome, so it ain't gonna get 5 stars no matter how good it was. And then the men's and then the men's chamber was great. I mean, I predicted both chambers wrong, but I was so happy that I predicted the men's one, at least because of what we got at the end. I mean, it was all around great. I mean, we're getting Mania matches made in this chamber. I mean, I'm pretty sure Drew and Damian, the whole thing with Seth and Punk, I'm pretty sure Roman's going to be added to the mix for Mania. I mean, it's all to lead to the road to WrestleMania, and we're making Mania matches in this chamber match. I mean, all around great show. Chambers really don't live up to the expectations for me, but this one blew my mind. I mean, it was that damn good. So if this is any indication of how WrestleMania is going to be, and Triple H said it himself, this is WrestleMania season, is it? Basically answering to the critics of people talking about Jey Uso winning the Rumble, people who are critiquing his decision for it. And I think that the Elimination Chamber basically got people excited again for WrestleMania. So I'm looking forward to Mania. And the Chamber, man, was a fantastic show.
Great breakdown, brother.
Yeah, I gave it a 9.2, I believe, out of 10 at the watch along. I'll tell you why I dinged it a couple times, but it was almost flawless, perfect. Still great, 9.2. I'll start with the female match. I loved it. Every part of it. Jade return was fantastic. Alexa looks phenomenal. Glad to have her back. Our guy Chris over here, who his favorite, I could tell you who that is Roxanne Perez. I learned that the day of the chamber that she's only 23 years old on the day of the chamber.
You're a baby, bro.
You're not even. That's like the indie run for wrestlers, right? Your 30s is when you usually get to where that's a superstar in the making right there, Roxanne Perez. I think I told Justin, it was just us two at that time, it is a Juan Soto trajectory for Roxanne Perez. 19 years old already, a big time player like that in the league. That's the comparison that I give it. So I love her. She was phenomenal. And then it's Mania season. No, not you, Charlotte. I'm sorry. No. What is the biggest match you could get for the women at WrestleMania? It's Bianca and it's Rhea Ripley. That's the match. So we get it. I don't know what's going to happen with EO tonight. I'm just hoping she loses. I really don't want a triple threat. Every match is a triple threat right now at WrestleMania. So that's the part that I just want to get over. So we're past that.
I like this comment. I have wrestling boxers older than Roxanne.
It's crazy. That's why I said it's literally it's bonkers, but she is phenomenal. So we get Bianca and we get Rhea. With all due respect to Jay and Gunther, my night one main event, if I'm doing this right now, is Rhea versus Bianca.
Oh,
that's my night one main event. So
yes.
Jay can open the show. I'm sorry. You'll have your moment still. It's fine. I'm giving this one to Bianca and Rhea Ripley to close that out. Then, the tag match, Dylan, you kind of nailed it. It is what it is. Look, Toronto got Trish Stratus. Tiffy, she was making me really nervous because I don't pull anything, don't do anything stupid, trying to pick up Nia. No. You're only 6-7 weeks out right now from Mania. Do not do anything stupid out there. The match did its justice. It was fine. What are you gonna do about it? Then the banger of bangers. Whew, this thing all timer now. I don't think I've had. Some of those spots you might ooh, but I still don't think I had so much fun watching pain in my entire life get played out like that. It sounds sick saying that, but it was those two It's just magic. Those two are you know how we talk about wrestling soulmates? Like in a sense, those two are wrestling soulmates. Like they could do this 1,000 more times before their careers are done, and every single time they go out there, it's just they're gonna do it's magic, and that's what those two are capable of doing together. They did it again. Then you get Randy back, KO taking out refs, Randy taking out security guards. Like the punt, he teased the punt. We got to get Mania. It has to happen at Mania, right?
I wanted it so bad, bro. I wanted it. I literally I screamed like the fans. And I go, no! I was like, oh.
I think we're getting it. They're making you wait, but I think we're going to get it at Mania. So Matt, that was fantastic. And then the guys' match was also phenomenal. I dinged it. A couple things, and this is why I dinged the show. I get it. And Damian needs something, I guess, Priest, and it's big for Damian Priest. I just feel bad for Drew that's what he's getting, and that's all he's getting at WrestleMania as of right now. And I didn't like the whole goofy roll-up pin thing, so that was the only to get him out too. So that was kind of the thing. It's a big letdown for me for Drew for Mania. For now, I don't know. There's a lot more to go. They could be toying. They love the swerve now. It could just be toying that, and we'll see if he does something bigger, but probably not. But then you get the final three were perfect. That is what we needed in the final three right there. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and John Cena. And then they gave us what we all wanted for the final two too. Like everyone wanted Cena versus Punk, and they gave you a time capsule. And we just talked about, I know that everybody's going to, like Randy Orton is John Cena's biggest rival to many. They've had 1,000 matches together. But I don't care what anyone says, and maybe it's Punk bias, maybe it is. But either way, Cena and Punk also have a chemistry when they're in the ring together. They just gel really well together. Their matches have always been fantastic. And once again, they put on a show with one another again. And that's why I hope we do get a heel Cena versus a face Punk at some point now down the road in this. Everyone wants that. But then and then Seth and Phil are they're rare breeds. Like, they're going to make this feel like it's the biggest match of WrestleMania still leading up to it. Because that's how good they are and that's how professional they are. They can put away the actual animosity and feelings for each other, but they can spin it into TV and how they act and how they do it. But then they still go out there and are able to work so well together to put on that show. And put everything to the side. That, Seth screaming, "I hope you die!" He's getting the SDF. That was great. And then I like how they did it though. Punk never got pinned, never tapped out. So I kind of like how that one ends. And then you get Cena and The Rock. Showtime, baby, and that's exactly what we got. It was great.
So good. God, it was just so good. Great breakdown, bro. It was. I had a couple things I wanted to add to what you said. So the KO Sammy, I already played this all out in my head. What's going to happen? JT, I'm gonna get to your question in just 1 second. The KO and Sammy thing, and you're right. They are wrestling soulmates, and they will do this forever, including at WrestleMania 42. But do you know what's going to happen at WrestleMania 42 in that match? It'll be the main event. It'll be for the world title. Kevin Owens is going to win Money in the Bank. Kevin Owens is going to take that belt off of Jey Uso, okay? Sammy will win the Royal Rumble, and it'll be Sammy versus KO for the world title at WrestleMania 42. I'm
going to be there.
You're going to go crazy when that happens, dude.
I've said it too. Yeah. I'm locking in Sammy for Rumble, so 2026. So
yep. And who better to take that belt off Jey Uso than someone who fucking just hates him like KO does. It's I literally was watching that match and I'm like, oh my God, this story is just, because I was so confused why this isn't going on at Mania. I get KO and Randy is huge. So I get it. But I was like, we're going to come back to this at some point. So, yep. Yeah. So yeah. And then I also wanted to add when I was talking, the women's match, like we talked about, Liv was the MVP for sure. But the main event, the men's elimination chamber match, that match was fucking incredible, dude. The sequences that we got between Cena and Punk and Cena, Punk, and Rollins, and Cena and Rollins alone. I told you guys Drew was going to be the first person eliminated. It was going to be Drew and Priest at Mania. They're going back to that, what happened last year. Drew has had Punk's number, Priest has had Drew's number all year because Drew has been infatuated with Punk, like Priest said. You're going back to that. Well, Priest took the title from him at WrestleMania. He really fucking screwed him all year long. So it is a letdown. I agree. But it's not too big of a letdown because Priest needs something relevant to do because Priest had a great year. Priest had a great year. So Priest and Drew, I'm fine with that. Drew gets his win back over Priest, moves out of WrestleMania and goes on maybe do bigger and better things from them. But the Elimination Chamber match, fucking straight fire, dude, that men's one. And the ending and that's where Cena kind of started to do like prelude into what was going to happen with the Cody thing. Because old Cena would never have just fucking taken advantage of Punk the way he did. But right when he saw Seth stomp Punk, dude. And I loved how strong Punk looked in that match, though, dude. He kicked out of like 17 different finishers, dude. Like you just said, he didn't get pinned, he didn't get submitted, and he got fucked again. He got fucked again. All right. And that's his story, okay? His story is that he gets screwed over and over again. He gets screwed again because Seth hates him so much. And you're right. Seth is screaming, die, die, die. I'm like, is he yelling die, dude? That is so crazy cool. And Cena's saying sorry. Like Cena's yelling sorry to him. So like that's, oh my God. The whole show is cinema. I just seen this, Justin. Bro, yeah, I'm with you. I said 10 out of 10, dude. It was a flawless show. I have zero complaints in the world about it. This might be my only complaint, but you didn't need it. You didn't need Roman to come back on the show only because you had Jade, you had Randy, you had the heel turn from Cena. You didn't need you don't need to pop all your fucking balloons in one little sequence right there. So you're gonna have Roman now. I think where we're gonna go is they're gonna have another Seth and CM Punk match, and Roman's gonna show up and just fucking decimate both of them or some shit, just like we thought he was gonna do here, and that's how we're gonna lead to the triple threat. But man, it was really good. I want to go back to what JT asked about, because this is what I've been saying. JT asked, any chance Bianca turns heel before Mania? No, I think what's going to happen is, and maybe she does, but what I think is going to happen is she's going to say she had nothing to do with the Jade thing. She's going to try to be babyface going into the Mania match. They're going to try to sell this Warrior versus Hogan, the two baddest in the WWE from the women's perspective. But during that match, she's going to turn heel and Naomi's going to help her win it, and they're going to reveal that she was behind it. That's what I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the only route they go is with that, because I mean, the little things when Jade came back, I mean, that's what you look at, because the whole time everyone's focusing on Liv Morgan because she's given the biggest reaction out of it. But what they're not looking at is the moment that Jade was getting ready to enter the ring is that Naomi looked back at Bianca. And that right there told the story right there, is that I feel like it was both of them that had something to do with it. And I feel like Naomi and Bianca had pre-planned this because they wanted to put the tag title on Naomi. And she basically was just given the title after Jade was out of action. So that told the story by itself right there. The look of fear in Naomi to Bianca, that told it right there that they both had something to do with it. But the only reason why she couldn't get to Bianca and that Bianca couldn't do anything is just using the pod and she couldn't get out. But I think something's going to come to light after WrestleMania. So to answer that question is that Bianca goes in as a face. She faces Rhea. After Mania is whenever more of this comes, because it's not going to end with just Naomi. I mean, if it's just Naomi, that's a huge letdown. But I think we get her and Bianca, we get Jade and Bianca at some point later on in the year, because you can't save it for one of these little shows. It has to be like a Money in the Bank. It has to be a SummerSlam. I feel like that's a SummerSlam caliber match. So it'll be a great build to SummerSlam, but I mean, at some point it's going to be revealed that Bianca had something to do with this as well.
Yeah. Is Rhea heel though? That's in my head. It's one of those battles that I just like. She tiptoes, like she's the one that you could say that she is, but then like the crowd goes fucking bonkers when the music hits. So like, I don't know. I kind of think they did if they were going to do it. Like I agree. I think it's Bianca. She is the mastermind behind it. She's going to be the villain when it's all said and done, because they did a really good. We all felt like everyone watching that felt bad for Naomi as you're seeing it unfold right there. So it's like there's no way she did it. I'm feeling awful for this girl getting destroyed right now. I think it's some. I don't know how they spin it. Who knows? But I do think Bianca is going to turn at some point. It's going to be her, and it does end in the end with Bianca Jade. Obviously, it's going to end with that at some point. So I agree. I just don't know when they do it, but
yeah. Bakley said Naomi looks scared. Or I don't think Naomi looked scared. She didn't really react to it. Bianca was frightened. Yeah, Bianca sold the shit out of that, and then she looked so scared.
Why.
Like Bianca did such a great job in that sequence right there. The whole thing, to freaking out when she was killing Naomi, to like trying to get out of the pod. And even when she got out of the pod, she ran to like the fence to look at Naomi as she was getting taken away. Like the whole Bianca was like, go to Hollywood. No, not
even Liv
at some point.
Awesome, phenomenal selling as she's coming in the ring right there.
Amazing,
like begging.
Amazing job, amazing job. What does Bailey do at Mania? I think we're gonna get a Roxanne Bailey. Yeah, Chris, your two girls are gonna go 1-on-1, bro. I think you're gonna like.
Yeah,
you're gonna have a great Mania when that match.
That's a fucking dream match for this dude, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Justin says the one thing we're really going to need is an explanation of why Bianca did it. If that's the case, Naomi at least has the jealousy angle. Bianca really has no reason. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Dark Angel says she's trying to wrestle. All right, there we go. Okay, get it. Yeah, but just a fucking hell of an elimination chamber, man. From start to finish, all the returns, all the stories, the directions we're going to get to go.
There's still
Cody.
We got the Hollywood now. We got the big just seismic event now, but we still have so much more to build, and that's they're doing a good job now because this is what keeps you just tuning right back into Raw.
Yo, so I got thank you for tuning in again, Dark Angel. Really appreciate you being here. We're gonna be on for another like 15 minutes, and then make sure, as you know, right back here tonight, Dom, Justin, Lady Psycho, Raw Doggin. So make sure you're there. And if you guys are watching right now, please hit the like button on this video. Really appreciate you. As I aren't unsubscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Just 24/7 every day. Fantastic content from these boys. So please subscribe. Please like for sure. But I was looking at the WrestleMania card already, and Cena, Cody, Jay Gunther, Bianca Rhea, Charlotte Tiffy, Roman versus Seth versus Punk, KO and Randy, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles, Drew versus Priest. Those seem to be locked and loaded to me. And then we got Naomi and Jade, maybe. And you got Bailey and Roxanne, maybe. You got something going on with Liv and Raquel against Alexa Bliss. So maybe we get some Wyatt Six involvement to help Alexa. And then you got the Intercontinental thing with Braun, Penta, Finn, Kaiser, Sheamus. You got Solo and Jacob. And then you got that tag match that's going on SmackDown with the Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns. Are pretty deadly. Like, I'm looking at already like 16 matches, and we're not going to get all these matches. So I think we might get screwed on some either of these like lower card title. Like, I did not even see this is what we always thought we complain about with the women's mid card title matches. I didn't even mention Chelsea Green or Lyra Bell. Like, so I don't know. We're not fitting 18 matches on these WrestleManias. We're going 7 and 7 night 1 night 2. So some of these matches. So maybe we don't get Bailey and Roxanne. Maybe we get like a multiple woman match or something. I don't know. I don't.
They got a lot of there's just too much talent is the problem to sell it on a show like this. I'm still holding hope. They've swerved us so many times that there's more to the Punk Rollins Roman story than what we're getting. So just keeping my fingers crossed that they add a little oomph to that.
Hey, Jordan, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in. Cena turning heel, still the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, dude. No doubt. JT, Bianca wanted to get rid of someone she saw as an equal or better. Jade is his biggest try. Dude, yes, that's exactly why. And I think Bakley sent me a video earlier, and he goes, Liv was literally telling Jade that exact same thing. She's like, Bianca is going to stab you in the back. Just wait for it. And I think Liv might. I think it's so funny. Just like we just said with The Rock, man. We sit here as fans and we just try to like in the moment book 24/7. But you got to remember, like a lot of these stories, this shit's written out for months ahead of time, and there's always these little what's fucking that word? I forgot the word in movies where they say there's always little nuggets or whatever that you're supposed to like try to catch on as you go.
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs. Yes, exactly. Correct. little Easter eggs and Triple H has been dropping Easter eggs on all these stories. We just have to be cognizant to find it.
They are they're dropping Easter eggs and at the same time just shitting on the dirt sheets so badly. Like everything that people are, the funniest thing I heard all weekend was a paywall dirt sheet that you have to pay to get info from.
Fightful Select, yeah,
was completely wrong about everything still that happened. So you have to pay to get the insider information, but it's not even real. You just got proven that it's not really insider information.
Oh, all the dirt sheets. You gotta love it. Dude, Jordan, this would be cool as fuck, actually. I think that would be awesome if Bianca joined The Rock and Cena. That would be real interesting right there. That would be... Because her turning is pretty much adequate to, or equates to Cena turning. I mean, she is female John Cena. That's what everyone always called her, female John Cena. So, yeah, having them both together would be real interesting. Refund for bad info, JT says. Boys, you got anything else on Elimination Chamber? Any little subtopics you want to hit on before we talk about Rey Fenix?
No, the one thing I did is I cannot wait to get whatever the shirt is. That Rock Cena shirt.
Oh, yeah.
That I got to get. So that's all.
Jordan, Travis Scott means nothing to WWE. So my buddy actually texted me. He goes, I didn't like Travis Scott's involvement in that. And I said, I think it added something to it in a weird way. I don't know what it is, but he just had a lot of swag in that ring, dude. Like, he looked like he belonged there. Not to wrestle, but he just like a loan manager or something. Like, he looked like he belonged. It's just my opinion. I don't know how you.
I'm too old. That's the problem. I think I'm just too old for that. But I get why they do it. But Travis Scott helps. It's the same thing with Logan Paul and all these other guys, right? That's what they are. They bring a lot of eyes from the pop culture world and internet to their product by using
maybe
Travis Scott and Logan. So
I was gonna say I don't know if they're together anymore still. I saw the Stephon Diggs rumors, but I thought Cardi B's wanted to wrestle for quite some time, so they had a thing or whatever. But I digress.
I mean, look, I have no idea who Sexy Red even is, and somehow she was on NXT with Shawn Michaels. I could not tell you who that is, but it was everybody talked about it like it was some big event, and I was like, oh boy, that's when I knew I was getting old, right then and there.
Scott, Rock, and Cena. I don't know that Scott will be involved again. I just think like he was there for that. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why he was there in the first place. Like, I'll be real. I don't know why he was there. He looked good being there. I don't know why he was there though.
He fits the group. He'll probably be a Mania for sure. I'm guessing he'll be with them
in their corner, walking them out and shit. Yeah, I can see that. He looked good walking the Rock to the ring, dude.
He might have an entrance for them too, so he might be part of that also. Because you need the Cena remix for this.
Yeah, Scott was with Jay. He was smoking that blunt walking down those stairs. It was fucking awesome. I was like, no way, this dude's just fucking smoking a blunt walking downstairs in this arena right now. That was pretty cool. I thought it was cool. Oh, so the theme song is the official theme song for WrestleMania. Okay, all right, cool. But yeah, so big news: AEW finally let Rey Fenix out of his contract. I'll ask you guys how you feel about that. Penta is killing it on Raw right now. The Lucha Brothers are obviously one of the greatest tag teams of all time, one of the best tag teams in the world right now. Do you guys want – I just can't believe I'm asking this question. But do you guys want Phoenix to come to WWE and partner with his brother? Or do you want Phoenix to go do his own separate thing? Because Penta is so motherfucking over right now.
Separate. You got to keep him. You cannot – you got to let Penta ride it out on his own until that train slows down a little bit.
Good luck.
Good luck. Till that train comes to a complete stop, you don't make that move. You know what you do if you're gonna bring him in? There's a show that Friday nights that absolutely sucks, and they could use a little bit more help right now. So that's where I send him.
Yeah, Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see him in WWE as well. I mean, but you don't put him with Penta right away. Penta is absolutely killing it on Raw by himself. And yeah, I agree. SmackDown could use the help, but I don't necessarily agree that Phoenix has the same aura as Penta. So I think that Phoenix could start off in like NXT, and then whenever Penta's not doing really much right now, whenever he's he's kind of on the colder side. I think that's whenever they should introduce the Lucha Brothers to the WWE world. I mean, but the WWE world, I mean, knows the Lucha Brothers because they're not exclusive to the company. I mean, they've seen AEW, they've seen them perform everywhere else. So I think that it would be nice to get them at some point, but obviously it won't be right away. Phoenix could, do AEW. I do AEW, do NXT. I also caught up on AEW. Why the fuck was talking about AEW? But yeah, start off in NXT. Do your own thing there. Go win the North American title. Do something like that over there. And then when Penta is cold, then that's when you reintroduce the Lucha Brothers.
Basically, you didn't watch the Oscars. You would have known this had you just watched the Oscars last night. No, Kylie Jenner's now with the Timothy Chalamet, whatever actor. I don't know who that is, but that's who she's with now.
Wait, was Travis Scott? Guys, see, this is how uneducated I am. I thought Travis Scott was with Cardi B. That's not Travis Scott? He was with Kylie?
No, Offset was with Cardi B.
Offset.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. All right. There it is. My bad. Bigly, you sound like me. I don't watch fucking Oscars either.
Dylan, I didn't watch it either. Trust me, but I just saw the.
Dylan, I like where your head's at on that, though. Streetz, I like where your head's at, too. SmackDown or NXT, 100%. Keep them separated for now.
NXT is too loaded, too. It's.
I think he. Yeah. You're right. No, SmackDown needs him. Or SmackDown doesn't. No, SmackDown does. SmackDown needs a lot. SmackDown needs a lot. And yeah, I think having Phoenix on SmackDown bolsters the roster, but you can also give Phoenix a very similar presentation, not like with the fire and all the other shit, but you can give him his own cool attributes the way you have let Penta be his thing. As far as his ceiling, I think Penta's a Intercontinental champion, a mid-card champion for sure.
It's gonna get better, by the way.
He'll never be world champion, I don't think.
SmackDown's definitely going to get better.
Bakley, let me ask you. You're in the comments if you're still here. When the Lucha Brothers were in TNA, they were singles competitors, right? Because they both were world champion over there. So I think they wrestled solo. That's what I would love to. Listen, the WWE's tag division could definitely use the Lucha Brothers, but Penta's presentation right now and the way he's been has been way too good to ruin that. So, there it is. Offset's been with Cardi B since 2017. Okay. All right. Well, I've seen the Cardi B and Stephon Diggs dating rumors the other day. So,
see, you come here. We got some TIMZ.
TIM, yeah.
So I just looked it up. I was curious about the relationship status between the two. They've been separated since 23. So, Cardi B and Offset, yeah.
Fuck, Stan.
That's why she was
just how much we know, huh?
Okay. All right. Yeah. But yeah, so I think we're all in the same boat then. Keep them separate for now. And then just, Bakley said they were solo first and then the tag team. And yeah, exactly. Have Penta win the US title, let Phoenix do his thing over on SmackDown, help bolster that roster up. And then down the road, because right now you're not going to put the tag team titles on the Lucha Bros anyways. You have the Creed brothers who should take those belts off the Viking Raiders whenever the Viking Raiders lose those belts. Or the War Raiders, my bad. I'm so fucking used to calling that stupid ass name. And then over on the other side of it, SmackDown's tag division's loaded right now. Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, the Garzas, Pretty Deadly, Street Profits are about to win those belts at Mania. So I don't necessarily think that you need to put the Lucha Brothers together right now in that tag division. There's plenty of teams right now. The New Day I would be fine if the New Day took those tag titles. They are better than they've been in like 5 years at this point.
I don't talk tag team wrestling.
You hate tag teams, yeah. you hate tag team wrestling. You always have.
Well, it's because WWE doesn't they'll find a way to screw it up. That's why I don't put them together yet. They'll just get. It feels like my whole life. There's been some good tag teams and good tag team moments, but since I started watching, at least in like the late 90s, they just always find a way to screw up the tag team division. You have good tag teams, and then they'll just find two guys they have nothing to do with that are good single stars, and they'll just put them together and give them the titles to them over a real tag team that should have the tag team titles. It's just how they've always been, it feels like, my whole life. That's why I'm critical of them.
Mama did teach them well. They know what they're doing, that family, for sure. But yeah, you've hated tag team wrestling since I've known you, so that hasn't changed.
I tell you, know why? It's because go back and watch the Attitude Era. If anybody, I rewatched it a year ago, like from start to finish, every single Raw, the pay-per-views, and you will just watch LOD 2000 versus DOA. every single week, and then they'll sprinkle. Then the New Age Outlaws got the titles, and then they sprinkled in like it was a mess, the tag team division. Rewatching it then, but then I laughed because if you look over time, they've paired together 2 stars. They give them the belt to tell some story over the tag teams again, and they've done this throughout my whole life. So that's why they're not the best for tag team division out of all of the companies out there.
WWE should only have WWE should only have one set of tag belts. That's their problem. But it's just like these. Whatever. I can dive way deeper into this than I need to right now, so I'll just stop while I'm ahead. But
I don't like it. That's why. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you guys got anything else before we rip out of here? We just wanted to. Oh yeah, who's gonna win the match between Rhea and Io tonight? How does that go down?
So I'll kind of give a prediction for the 3 big matches for tonight. They got the tag titles with War Raiders and Creeds.
Oh.
And Ivy Nile and Lyra Valkyria.
All of that is tonight?
Tonight.
Yes.
All of that's tonight.
Tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
No wonder why Raw's better.
They've been saying that Chad Gable is sending American Made out onto a mission to win gold while he's out doing his own thing with the whole Lucha Libre thing. And I think it finally happens tonight. I think the Creeds win the titles, and I think Ivy Nile takes it off of Lyra. They've been pointing to a long time. That's probably why they're not letting Dakota win the damn thing. She's 0 for 2 on going for the title. So I mean, you gotta have something happen at some point. But if you're wondering about Rhea and Io, I don't think it ends clean. They had them on the stage at the Chamber. I think that's your Mania match right there. I think Io, Rhea, and Bianca is your match right there.
And those are Triple H's 3 biggest black and gold women. He loves those 3 women just fucking dearly, dude. And it saves that Bianca Rhea one-on-one to be a main event, as we've said it should be.
Yeah, I you know me. I'm not the omelet guy. It's just how many matches are going to be triple threats and it's fine. It's all right.
So you got Rhea winning then clean?
Yes, I think tonight. I think they're so I'm picking something. I think something will happen in my eyes. I don't know what. I feel like she gets screwed. You could keep. There's something you could do with Io right now in the story world where she gets screwed out of this. She doesn't have a mania, like a WrestleMania thing, blah 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 blah. And I think it's still just the 2 of them at WrestleMania then. Or she just loses clean.
I prefer it to be the 2 of them. I just don't. I can see a triple threat for sure, like Dylan said, especially because having Io come out on the stage last night kind of signified that they might go that route. But who interferes in the match? Liv and Raquel? Why? Like what? Why? You know what I mean? Like they're only conceivable people who could interfere in that match are Liv and Raquel. But why would they do that? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Is the why?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it though. I think Rhea beats Io, and at WrestleMania we get a fatal 4-way for the women's tag titles with Liv and Raquel against Alexa and Nikki Cross, and Io and Dakota team up, and you get some other fucking
and Lyra
in there.
Yeah, and man, wow! Like they gave her that belt, and her aura has grown. Her look, everything. Like you can't take that off now. I feel no, it's too early. But I get what they're trying to do with American Made. But man, she is just on a climb right now. I feel like don't hinder that. Don't screw that story up. Yeah, Raw. Great. And by the way, there's a lot on Raw tonight. Punk's there, Rollins is there. That's you know why Raw's better? Because everyone shows up.
Yeah. Let's see. JT says it'll be the ref missing something and Io loses. Oh, so something like like her foot's under the rope or something when Rhea pin. Well, but Rhea only stacks, so I don't know how that would work. But I get what you're saying. I dig it. I'm looking forward to it because honestly, in all 3 of those matches, the 2 of them didn't even know we're going down. The winners, it's a 50-50.
No, I don't feel good about it either. But
yeah,
nice.
I too think that American Made and Ivy lose tonight. I just think it might be too soon to pull that belt off of Lyra. But I can see him winning, dude. Like I think something's going down tonight. There will be a title change on Raw tonight. I don't think you can have 3 title matches on Raw and not do a. And I get it that I guess these matches probably could have been on the fucking PLE if they didn't only do 4 matches, but you can't have 3 title matches and not change a title, right?
No, something's had. I could see the Creed brothers winning, to be honest.
I
can
wish.
see that.
I fucking love those kids, man. God, they're so good.
That's the one I could see.
So good.
Yeah.
But all right, boys. You got anything else before we ride on out of here? Get ready for Raw?
Nope.
All right. Well, it's been another great show. We appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. The chat was popping today for a 4:00 stream. Love the activity in the chat. You guys are awesome. If you're hanging around still, please hit the like button on this video. Please subscribe to the network. The boys will be back. The boys and Lady Psycho will be back tonight for Raw Dogging with Dom and Friends with Benefits. So make sure you guys are back here around 6:55 Central tonight, right before Raw. Kick it off with the boys and shit. Raw looks fire tonight. So again, thank you guys all so very much for tuning in, and we'll be back sometime this week for sure to talk more wrestling. I'm pretty certain of it.
I'm hoping we're getting close to the legal tampering window for NFL free agency. So it's going to pick up. Football is about to get really, really busy again too.
Chris, I don't have any of the dingings or anything on my end, but I'll just go ding dong and say indubitably. And that's our first indubitably on here. So there you go. Thanks,
Nice.
Chris. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, again, we appreciate all you guys so much for tuning in.
I don't have that, Chris. But I do have.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, fellas. Thank you guys. Enjoy your nights, and we'll be back later this week. Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen,